How's everybody doing? I want to speak a little bit, and I'm gonna get off of here. All right, it's like this here. I'm gonna say this. I agree with what I agree with the soldier. I do really do agree. You can't help everybody. You try to pull somebody up out the fire, but they go back in it. It's a waste of time. They won't listen to you. Sometimes they will listen to somebody else. And you got to be honest with yourself. They don't support you, they support the negative. And what's so funny is when you see them in the negative and you try to tell them the right thing to do, you have to leave that individual alone. Let them do what they do. They feed off of negativity. Sometimes you can mess with a person and they did you all kind of wrong, and you forgave that person, and y'all start clicking together. Y'all start being good with each other, ain't no fighting, no nothing. Because we got other people that will whisper in your ear and tell you negative things about the individual. You cannot help an individual that don't want to be helped. If you cannot handle the situation, it's not good to jump in it. I'm talking about me too. Some people don't understand that. A lot of times people can feel like, oh, you in the church, you ain't supposed to do this, you ain't supposed to do that. Then you got to think about it. Are they telling the truth? Yes, they are telling the truth. You got some that you warning them, but they still messing with the same people that abuse them, that embarrass them, and put them down. You have to let that person go. The soldier wasn't lying. Let these grown folks do them. Some of them say, I'm this, I'm that. I sing in the choir. A lot of them say that. That's what they say. Some are lying to you so you can feel sorry for them. You're correct, soldier. You're absolutely correct. Let these folks, let them go. They get in their feelings, let them go. Because what's going to happen, they're going to turn on you and they're going to do it again. Every time you study falling, you study falling for it again every time. When your feelings get hurt enough, you will see for yourself. Because people that helps you, a lot of time, the let me put it like this: if you help somebody, a lot of time they don't support you. They want to go where there's a popular crowd at. They do anything to get their feelings hurt. If that's what they choose to do, let them go. If they choose not to listen to you. You can kick the dust off your feet. Some say they in the church. Some say that, but you don't know that for real. Sometimes you can assume that, but they're not. If you try to help your little sister or your little brother out of a situation and they study going back in there, maybe it's time that you step back. You didn't did your due diligence. You already talked to them. You got to let God do it, because the more you do it, the more you do it, the more you interfere in God's work. He can do what he want to do, but when you blocking it, you have to tell yourself, why don't you step back and don't say nothing? Let them alone. And when they get their feelings hurt enough, God is already trying to help them and show them. You can just give a message. If God say, hey, tell Eric Brown this, da da da, or Eric Brown tells this person da 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 da, it's up to them. You said it, step back. Some of these people don't want no help. Just the way it is. They don't. They don't care. Hey, Walter David, how you doing? Some of them say they your friends, but they still got to get you got to down there cuss them out for them to see. And a lot of times when you do a lot of crying and people know how you are and they constantly telling you that, then by all means let that person alone. If you can't listen to your own family member or your own partner, whoever, in your real life, you can't listen to them, then what makes you think they're going to listen to you on the YouTube or Instagram or any place else? Sometimes when you get hurt, you have to keep on backing up so they'll learn. You can't, you said like put them on a bicycle. You putting training wheels on there. Okay, they ought to be able to get it. Now there's going to be a time you got to take them off. And then they keep falling after all them attempts. Something wrong. But people got to learn for themselves. You got to learn people. You got to get to know them. You got to listen to them long enough and ask them questions. That's why some people left YouTube. Some of them came back as troll accounts. It don't make no sense to constantly beating yourself up. That person is on a merry-go-round. They're going around and around and around, and they're not going to learn nothing. Let them alone. If they want to get their feelings hurt, let them. You got to sit back and say, who hurt my feelings? You forgive them, true enough, but to constantly jump back over there and then get your feelings hurt. And I tell you what really make you mad. I'm going to tell you really what make you mad is when you try to help them and they turn on you. You went up there and fought for them. You got into it. You fought for them. And they turn around. They in somebody's house. Or they in somebody's panel. Or they over in somebody's neighborhood. After you took the fight to the enemy and you fought them. And you wonder, how did the enemy know about this? Because the one you protected, the one you stood up for, the one you helped was the one that went back and said something. Leave it alone. Men that are married, because I can't talk about marriage because I don't know nothing about marriage. I ain't gonna lie. For you men that have a wife, and men, you on YouTube, and your wife is talking to you, your brothers, y'all might want to back up and think about it. But if you want to go on there and get the getting mad and getting upset because of an individual that you never seen make you cry, something is very wrong. Something is really seriously wrong. You getting punished and you don't even have to be. You don't even have to get punished. But you decide to go on the phone, talk to them, call them. He and Kikin. And they started laughing at you, beating you up. And they feel like the more I disrespect this person, the more they want it. Like I said, you can forgive anybody. You can forgive. But to constantly go up in a chat or go up, how should I say it? Go in their house, or you let them up in yours, and they went off and say little slick digs to you, it happens. Somebody's telling you what somebody said. Sometimes I had to look at my own chat, and sometimes folks say slick digs, and sometimes you have to bag off from them. Sometimes you have to put them, you have to call them, but they don't get it. These clowns don't get it. And don't be going everywhere talking to everybody about somebody, because guess what? Everybody know who you are. Everybody talks about you, and you keep you laughing and think they want to be your friend, or you sit there, or you shed tears, or you crying. Ain't no way. Sometimes you have to listen to the soldier. The soldier can be anybody: wife, grandmama, granddaddy, the children, the kids, the dog. Well, he ain't gonna say too much. He'll bark, but he's just letting you know. You need to watch out for little Ricky over there. That's the one that's causing the problems. Then you got, and I'm gonna tell you something else I learned and I watched. I peeked out some. Y'all know how I do my life. Y'all know I can talk about a title and talk about something else, but I'm just gonna keep it real. It's so jacked up to go on vacation and show people where you at. And what I mean by it, you may say, hey, I'm gonna take a vacation. Everything cool, that's cool. And all of a sudden, somebody else decide they want to show you where they at. I say, oh, that's jealousy. You ain't did that until you seen people do the same thing. You see somebody doing something, you decide to do it too. You refuse to show yourself until you see another woman show her beautiful face. And all of a sudden you decide to do the same thing. Really? Talk is cheap. Let's get that understood. Talk is cheap. I'm just saying. It's pathetic. Oh, hey, how you doing, Monica? I'm just saying. They see you, and then they decide they want to show out and do the same thing, and then criticize you about yours, and you ain't had to say nothing about them. Tell y'all, you uh you this way and then you that way. Somebody did come and somebody helped you, and you still don't get it. Somebody telling you, hey, don't walk down there. There's a fire down there, and you walk down there again and got burnt so many times, but you still walk down there. Woo wee. Tried to warn you. Tried to help. That's all. Sometimes we have to listen to. Sometimes people gonna tell you things that you don't want to hear. It'll get on your last nerve. The question is, are they trying to warn you, or are they trying to help you, or are they trying to tell you? Let me see, warn help. Okay. Or are they jealous, trying to get you away from over there? And you don't dare get in a fight when you with a group of people. You get into a fight with a person that ain't said nothing, ain't did nothing to you, but you decided that you gonna buck up and talk crazy to that individual. That's wrong. Might need to check yourself. Go on somebody's panel to talk to somebody. And then you talking to that main one, and they didn't know that ain't got nothing to do with it. They got a whole lot to say. And that phrase, my people. I'm gonna ask you, your people. Seems like wherever you go, you got people. But you know the funny thing about it, everywhere you go, you cause destruction. Mm, mm. You tell barrier you. What a crying shame. And get mad because somebody's telling you what's right. I don't get it. But by all means, when somebody say, mind your business everywhere, understand this. You're right. Just understand. This is YouTube. I said it before, it's a public platform. And if you want, and another thing, if you want somebody to mind their own business, that's true. Don't do it on a public platform. Just saying. Crybabies. Sad. Sickening. Seem like once a bacteria is gone, something else pop up. Just saying. Right. So no crying on YouTube. Because it ain't gonna do no good. All that whining. Just saying. Just pay attention. Could it be you? Yeah, it could be. Now when you using certain languages and you start arguing, of course, people love fights. Folks love fights. You talking about something dealing with peace and trying to work out something, trying to help. People tell you, man, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, Brian. I try to love and forgive. You got some that want to pick a fight. They're always thinking you're an easy mark. But when certain people come in and chat and talk bad about you, oh, you all drawed up now, you're mad and you're scared now. All I can tell you is this. Stay out the quicksand. Because the more you play in the quicksand, the more you start to sink. Exactly. Ooh. Like a shot of liquor. You try to help. I can't give up on helping nobody, but the same one you try to tell, hey, get out of there. You don't want to get out of there. Leave them alone. Now that don't mean I'm gonna stop, because now there are different people out here that need help. We all need help. And we all need advice. Some people don't get the message because they want certain people to tell them. Now I'm gonna use an example. Famous preacher, T.D. Jakes. If he came on here and said what he said, or did what I did, you be like, oh yeah, yeah, he talked to me. Oh, he talked to me. Now they said, does it matter where the message come from? Does it? Long as it's the truth and it'll help you, right? Right. Some people don't want that. They want certain people to tell them. But when somebody tell you the same message that I tell you, my thing is, you know, so. Oh, you told her. Okay, then. Well, that's good. Long as you got the message. Now I can understand somebody crying or because their child or their family member died. Some got dogs that died and cried. Yes, I can understand. But don't get on here whining about what somebody said about you. If they get on you, back it up, I'll holler at you. Throw the deuces up. Because they're already telling you that. They don't like you and you study there with them, right? Right. By all means, do you. See y'all when I see you. Mm-hmm. What most people do best, even if they agree. Right. I understand that, foot soldier. You need help all the time. Me too. That's right. We got some jealous people out here. When somebody else do something, they want to do it. When somebody else go on vacation, they want to do it. They want to show out. A lot of them come around here, and I'm being honest. Some of them try to make fun, but then they walk around here with they. Is that your hair? No, but you got a nerve enough to talk about somebody else hair. You got a nerve enough to talk about somebody else. Man, I tell you the truth. See, it's a difference when you do it by yourself. I bought a house. You did by yourself, and then you got the gall to talk about somebody else. Hmm. Oh well, that's the way it is. They can't stand it. Hold up, hold up. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait just a minute.
Mo
Hey,
Mo Mo.
hey, how you doing?
I'm a little under weather, so I don't know if it sounds like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, listen, I want to just I want to just share one thought with you, and you tell me what you think about it.
Mhm.
If someone does something positive, like go on vacation and have a good time, and other people want to duplicate that on this platform that's so toxic, that spends hours making videos, breaking down people, tearing people apart, assassinating folks' character.
Mhm.
Can we just celebrate the fact that they copying something positive?
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, you
Can
can.
we look at it from that perspective? Like, oh, they about to invest some money. These broke ass, these broke
Yeah.
mountains around here, right?
Mm,
You
mm,
you understand? Because at the end of the day, I don't think because I've been hearing a lot of chatter. It's expensive going to Vegas.
mhm. Mhm.
So if people plan today for next year, they might be able to really have a good time. I know it's fake, foot soldier, but at the end of the day, it's not going to come to fruition, right? But it gives people a talking point for other people to talk on it.
Right.
They do things around here to it's so the word is engagement. They do things in hoping that other people will engage in on it.
Mhm.
I would be I would be foolish if I came up here and openly showed somebody I was jealous of them.
Right.
You understand? What's the one in the what's the commandment about the one about envy? The one where you looking at your neighbor and you want what
Yeah.
your neighbor got, but you
Mhm.
don't got it.
Right.
That's what they show. Every day they show us how they're not Christians, how they don't stand for Christ, how they don't stand for any, they continuously show us
Hmm.
that they are the devil in disguise. And we sit up here and we try to make sense out of the stuff that we should be at this time being children of just being a child of God. Just looking at them and saying, they know not what they do.
Mm. Well, these folk here, they know something because I tell you, it just really trips me out when you go and I'm looking at. I mean, I happen to get on my phone. I'm looking, and say, wait a minute. I said, you doing it because she went. I said, oh man. Any other time, don't be showing it. But then all of a sudden, I said, okay. Just like somebody show a picture of their face and you behind your avatar all the time. Now, sometimes I'm behind it, sometimes I use it. But then it's just funny. Then all of a sudden, when somebody else shows something, then you want to show it on the slick and think some people are kind of wrong. I said, wait a minute, you ain't been doing it. And I said, okay, I see.
Wait,
I
somebody showed me somebody in a pool, and I was
mm,
like, well, this not the first time. They sent me a whole no, they sent me a troll account that somebody created, and I ain't had no time to research that because I ain't been in the basement. But they sent me a picture of somebody in a pool, and I was like, this is not the first time that person been in a pool. They was in a pool season 1. They was in a pool telling the world that they lived, that was their pool in their backyard. When people came out here and told us, I don't want to call no names, foot soldier,
mm,
but you gotta listen and you can figure it out. So they was in a nasty pool that had bugs in it with their feet inside the water back in
mm,
season 1 when they weren't trying to infiltrate our community, when they was over in the other community.
mm,
And the other community would be it's just the other community, other side of the Kanika case. It's just the other side of the Kanika case. They wasn't over here with us. And they've come over here now to be amongst us. They was not amongst us in the
mm,
beginning. But they was in a pool with flies and all kinds of bugs inside the water,
mm,
doing a live stream telling the world that this was the pool in their backyard. Then their own friends that they are now friends with today, that they wasn't friends with yesterday, came out and told everybody, no, that's not their yard. That's their apartment complex before they got evicted from the apartment complex.
mm.
Starting to make sense now? So
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know anybody's eviction records and stuff like that. Only your friends on the YouTube who you friends with, that you defriend, that you befriend again, come out here and tell your business like
Mm,
that. So
mm,
to see somebody in a pool setting, and if you look around that picture, because somebody snapped a picture and made a troll account out of it, right? If you look at the picture, the surroundings of that pool don't look enticing. So I don't know what the video looked like, but I did zoom up in the picture and the background looked like the pool needed help again. So maybe it's the new complex. And when you live on these building complex, they have pools and stuff. So anybody can go outside for a staycation
Puts
and
on
try
your
to tell you
side.
they was on a vacation, and you supposed to believe that. When you live in places like that, they have that. When I lived in Jersey, my complex had a pool. We had the very first one. Remember the one where I had the lake outside? Eric
Yeah,
Brown.
I remember
And I
that.
used to go sit on the creek and bring y'all to the creek and stuff. That
Hmm.
property had a pool. That property had a fitness station. Um, that property had a dog run. They had a movie place where you can go and have parties with your with your guests. Instead of bringing them to your house, you can rent space there and use it and entertain your people outside of your home. So you never know on here. People probably ain't go nowhere at all,
Mm-mm.
but in their staycation, and then they want to tell you they went somewhere.
Hold up, you said staycation. Oh
Yeah,
man.
they was in a staycation. I mean, I'm gonna
Mm.
call it like I see it, cause I didn't see no plane ride, no airport, no. Like, come on. I didn't see no ticket. I didn't see no sunny skies. I didn't see no welcome to anything. I mean, people were furious because we were standing at the memorial of the Tupac Shakur,
Mm.
where they shot him at.
Mm.
Yes, we was
Yeah.
outside. We was in Vegas. I was someplace. What I missed because of all the drama is that we couldn't have a recap show to talk about our experience because that's what we was gonna do over in Karen's um channel because she set it up. She set that up, and then the world was like, "Oh, they about to go in on somebody else." And this, and this and that. And it was like, no, we were about to tell you what happened in Vegas. But you know what? That's why they have that saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So what happened in Vegas with us, I guess will stay in Vegas. For the people
Oh.
that had the good wishes for us and was happy that we met up, I thank you for that positive energy.
Mhm.
I had a good time for the situation when I go back to Vegas again. I'll be able to do more things because I'm familiar with the environment, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do it a little differently, but I'll do it again.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm just having to put some in them emojis. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It is. It can be something else though. But like I said, I mean, to try to imitate somebody and put somebody down and make accusations. I'm gonna bite his head and put you. I'm like, man, look.
Yeah, they say all of that, right? Think about the energy it takes to do that, right? Why would a child of God want to purchase somebody else's um living quarters, right? To put them out on the
Mm.
street when they can't secure their own.
Ooh.
So it's a joke at
Mm.
some point. That's why some things are not like I hear you say this over and over again, but some of those things to me weren't even worth speaking on because I didn't believe they had the ability to do it. So to me, it was nothing but lip service for engagement. They say things around here to get you to engage with them. You have to start deciding for yourself, making a determination what is appropriate engagement.
Mhm.
And some of these things just aren't appropriate. I missed the whole saga with I'm not using names because I'm on a silencer right now.
Mhm.
But the YouTuber, I miss. Listen, some people around here gave you a vision of what their channel, what they wanted to come out here and do, how they wanted to embrace the people.
Mhm.
If you're coming here to spread the word and share the word, all right. And this is a conversation I had recently with somebody, and we were talking about a person. Yeah, so I talk about people behind the scenes. Just randomly speaking on people that want to spread the word. And the person said to me, how can they want to spread the word when they want to talk about sex and all this other stuff?
Mm. Like a shot. Excuse me.
They was
Yeah.
like,
I,
so they going to talk about fornication and adultery in the same breath for trying to spread the good word. Like, what kind of? I was like, I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to tune in to hear how they integrate the conversation.
mm,
So it's just
yeah.
it's what I'm saying to you, EB, is you have a good energy. You are seeing things and you are opining on your platform about the inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fair game. But don't
Hold on.
make it
Hold on. Walter, that's Monica. Monica Mo Justice. He was asking who you were. Okay,
oh,
go ahead.
hi, Mr. Walter Davis. But you just have to decide, like, because sometimes I have to call you and be like, yo, I need a heads up, or what does this term mean? Define it for me. And so
Mm-hmm.
I can follow along. But these people, they look for engagement and they want people to engage with them. So they come out with a whole lot of hoopla. And that's all it is. It's just a whole lot of hoopla for engagement. We got still a very low head count around here. So we're not getting the numbers that, the engagement we got going on around here is not the one that's going to get you paid.
Right.
Nobody cares about this. Nobody cares about this stuff. Nobody cares about a group of people that sit around hating on each other. No one's going to pay you to hate your neighbor. It's
Right.
not enough money you can make just to hate your neighbor. It's like remember in the beginning, I was like, we're in the Section 8 division of YouTube. That's exactly
Mm-hmm.
what it is. You have to do something to elevate your situation and get you out of this algorithm if you ever want to do something better. Even with your cooking channel and stuff like that, the audience has to change. You have to know your audience and your audience has to change. And if you just spend your time gearing your content towards this specific audience, we're never gonna go anywhere. We'll look back 6 years from now and have the same audience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. But I'm gonna go and try to figure out something else to I need some I was gonna go live, but I don't I still have to, I'm congested, so I don't want them to be
Oh,
talking
okay.
about me. I don't want them to be talking about me bad, and I'm sweating because I'm hot. But I'm going to the gym tomorrow because I'm gonna keep on working out. But
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, just keep your head up, Eric. Um, don't worry about these people. When I take a few minutes to look in at their activity, I just be feeling sad for them.
Mm.
I just be
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel bad that I even associated because some of these people I was cordial with on my platform. I had them on my platform. I spoke to them. I thought they was above the fray, and they turn out to just be low lives in their own words.
Wow.
They define who they are
Mm.
every time they speak to you. They tell you who, if you listen to them and insult other people, it's easy to call people those names and stuff. The reason why is because it's what they lived with. Remember going to school and you had that friend in school, or you knew of a child in school that was being abused at home, that parent never talked good anything in them and they just seemed to be the worst.
Right.
That's what these people are. They talk all the stuff that they are into the universe and try to put it on somebody else to deflect from the fact that that's how they are. That's who they are. That's their life. They don't want it highlighted, but they know that's what they're living with. It's their own personal demon.
Amen.
Hmm.
Amen.
So just try to look at things, try to take a peep at the other side of town from the perspective of, if you're doing something positive and that becomes infectious and people start to duplicate that, we might begin to live in a better place.
Amen.
All
Well,
right,
all
have a
right.
good day.
All right, you too. All right, everybody, I got to go. This live was also brought to you by Bisquick Biscuits. Also, it was brought to you by Foot Soldier. I'm sorry, y'all. Foot Soldier making me laugh. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the latest live that's coming near you. All right, y'all take care, Walter Davis, Foot Soldier. You take care. Make sure. I got to check in with the producers today. I will get back with you. Everybody take care. Bye bye.